Michael Spadali, he's kind of been a team leader this year, almost like maybe a Joey Hammond has been in the past couple of years. Talk about Michael's contribution to this ball club.
Well, Mike, the one word you can just put with Michael, he's just a player. He's a ball player. He comes ready to play every day. He scraps. He plays hard. He'll beat out a base hit. He'll hit a ball out of the ballpark. He plays defense. You know, and you just can't say enough about him and what he's done. And he's definitely, I know I probably can't speak for Rhodey and Steve Schrenk, but he's a coach's favorite because of the way he approaches the game every day, and that does rub off on the other guys. When they see a guy put the effort like that, you tend to follow.
As a whole, I know from year to year in the minor leagues, your teams are vastly different. Last year's team obviously had a disappointing season. This year's team is having a pretty good year the whole year. Timely hitting seems to be something that's coming through for this team. A lot of two-out hits, a lot of late-game victories. Do you see that as something that this team is just for some reason picked up more than last year's team?
I don't know I don't know what the magic formula is there, but I know one thing that maybe is a little off track from your question, but one thing that's really nice to see is that basically we've got a lot of our players now moving up. Guys that were signed by us and been groomed by us, where in the past few years you've seen a lot of guys that have had to come and fill in, and now we're getting the Michael Taylors, the Dominic Browns, the Quentin Berries, et cetera, the pitching staff that are basically homegrown. And that's the real future of the Philadelphia Phillies, and boy, that future does look bright.
How much of a beat do you have on guys coming up from Lakewood and Clearwater? How much knowledge do you have of those guys before they come up?
Well, obviously last year was my first year in the organization, so I really didn't have much other than the people I worked here, but I had an opportunity to do instructional league, and that gave me a real good feel of what was coming up underneath. And that now pretty much fingers crossed, be back in this organization next year. About your third or fourth year, you're pretty much now, attuned to everybody that's in the organization, with the exception of a free agent sign that comes in. But, the guys that are going to go up to AAA, I can give a good report and give Greg Gross up there a good idea of what we did down here and how a person would react. And having now worked in the instructional league, I know what's below me. And of course, the guys that have been working down there will feed me information. So, we don't waste any time getting to know each other, and, kind of that feeling out process that sometimes takes a month or a month and a half, we can get to work right now. And I think, for example, just to draw a parallel to that, that's, I think, a great deal of Neil Sellers' success. That from day one, we knew what we were going to do together, and we were able to jump on the horse and take off.
Well, Frank Cacciatore, congratulations on a fine season here in Baseball Town, and thank you for joining us on RTV.
Thank you.